So we're here at the Soundfield stand here at BVE. I've got Pieter with me. Obviously Soundfield make a lot of different products, but today we're going to focus on the one just behind here, which is the ST450. Pieter, tell us a bit about it.
Well, it's a surround sound microphone for location recording, so we're talking sound effects gathering, maybe ambiances and so on. I think a lot more people for location work are starting to go towards surround sound. There's a lot more portable recorders available and stuff like that, so it's a lot easier in a workflow kind of sense. So we're seeing a very, very strong growth in this area of our business. We're predominantly a broadcast product business, but this is really a growing area for us, so that's why we're really concentrating on it. Where it's very different from other surround sound solutions out there is that it's single point capture. Right. So we capture everything from a single point in space, and then basically in post or live for broadcast, but in this case in post, we can determine what we want to use. Right. Do we want a single, maybe monocardioid? Do we want crossfade figure of eights for stereo, or do we want 5.1, 6.1, 7.1, and so on? So from that you can kind of determine that it's not format dependent. We capture everything that goes on around the microphone, and then in post we can completely decide how that works. Another real advantage is if we actually look at the microphone, is it's small, it's compact, it has a single windshield, so you don't end up with these crazy rigs with 5 microphones facing all different directions. It's very small, it's lightweight. We have a heating element in there, so because it's studio grade condensers, we can drive out moisture and so on. And then it comes with a small battery-powered, DC-powered control unit, which again, very, very simple to use, which will give us simultaneous stereo and B format, which is our audio format for surround sound out. And it's that B format that we then use in post-production. So I'll just give you a quick view of the post-production side of things. No problem. What we have here is the surround zone plugin. So we have the B format input, which is the 4 channels of audio you record it onto your portable recorder, and then on the top here we can select output format. So for example, here I'm in the stereo page, and in post-production I can say what kind of stereo angle do I want, what kind of polar pattern do I want. But because it's not just a stereo mic, as we've said earlier, I can do things like mic rotate. So I can actually say, I want to listen to my stereo pair to the back of the microphone, to the side, and so on. Obviously, all these controls are fully automatable as well. So if you want to match something that's happening to video, you can in post follow the camera movement and so on to keep the perspective. And we can also do things like tilt and zoom and so on. So it's very easy to use. If we want to go to 5.1, we just select, for example, a 5.1 page. Now we have 5.1 outputs, it's as simple as that. And again, we have things like rotate, tilt, zoom. What people really like is the flexibility to be able to change it. Let's say you have an ambience or a sound effect. You know, maybe for a certain scene you might want it very ambient and very large, but then maybe for another scene you almost want it to be mono. So you can really play with the same sound files and achieve all these different things rather than having to have all different kind of sound effects. So that's a bit of an overview of the ST450 and the surround zone post-production software.
So it's a true one-box solution for everything up to 7.1. Did you say 5.1?
7.1, 6.1. Yeah. But there's no limit to it, so if we ever go to with height surround sound, like some people are talking about, we're capturing it. We'll have to just do an updated plugin that will decode for those formats.
Amazing. If people want to find out more information about this and obviously other products, I'm assuming there's a website they can go to?
Well, absolutely. It's www.soundfield.com.
Pieter, thank you very much. Website's below me. Go to there and have a look at all the products that Soundfield produce, especially the ST450. Looks quite an amazing system. We're doing lots of videos here at BVE. You can catch those at broadcastshow.com.